And hello there again, RosterWatch Nation. It's your friendly neighborhood trash man here today to talk about some underrated fantasy assets at the running back position. So these backs aren't going to be sexy picks in fantasy, but they're going to make you look like $1,000,000 on game day. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. First off with Nahim Hines of the Colts. Hines posted career lows with Carson Wentz under center in 2021, but he gets a new lease on life now that Matt Ryan is the new quarterback in Indy. Ryan targeted running backs more than any other quarterback in 2021 with 8.6 targets per game. And though I don't think he'll top that average with Jonathan Taylor as his lead back now, Ryan will still implement Hines on a healthy basis. Coach Frank Reich has even gone so far as to say he'd draft Hines in fantasy this season. I don't know where he would draft him, but he said that he would. I think from him, that means that he would draft him pretty high. At a current ADP of 146.3 or running back 49, Hines is primed to pay off for savvy owners. He was running back 18 in PPR formats in 2020. Next up, we have Marlon Mack of the Texans. Mack is getting no respect in fantasy. Damian Pierce, the new rookie running back in the backfield for Houston, has never played an NFL down. In fact, he didn't play that much in college either, to be honest. And he's already being drafted at running back 50 ahead of Mack at running back 56. Texans GM Nick Caserio has already stated that Pierce will have to create a role for himself, so the kid isn't going to be given anything. And Mack has a good track record when he's healthy. His last season as a starter in 2019, he tallied 1,091 yards and 8 touchdowns in Indianapolis. So now, don't get me wrong, Pierce looks like the future in Houston. He looks like a really dynamic back. I like him. But with the conservative Lovie Smith as head coach and a game manager type of quarterback in Davis Mills, I expect plenty of opportunities for Mack this season. After Mack, we have Ronald Jones of the Chiefs. RosterWatch has a history of hating on Jones, but in actuality, he's performed over his head for the most part. Jones had over 1,000 scrimmage yards in 2019 and 2020 in Tampa, and he's one of the most efficient runners in the league with 239 yards over expected on inside runs last year. Chiefs head coach Andy Reid brought Jones in to have a major role. I mean, you don't give $5 million for a year to a running back and that you don't really plan on using. And after losing Tyreek Hill to Miami, the Chiefs need playmakers. Without a true number one receiver or running back for that matter on the team, I stopped believing in Edwards-Helaire as a bell cow a long time ago. Jones will get his fair shot to perform on Sundays and one of the NFL's most productive offenses. Then last but not least, for underrated fantasy assets at the running back position, we have Khalil Herbert of the Bears. Tariq Cohen is lost for the season with a torn Achilles, so Herbert is now the receiving back and direct backup to David Montgomery and what has been now described as a run-heavy offense in Chicago. The transition makes sense as Justin Fields still has a lot of improving to do under center, and Chicago's best offensive skill players are their running backs. Herbert might actually be the best of the two. Herbert showed up big time in Montgomery's stead last season, picking up at least 72 yards in 4 games that Montgomery sat. Montgomery only ran for more than 72 yards 4 times in all of 2021. Montgomery is also in the final year of his rookie contract, so the team will have little allegiance to him. I like Herbert a lot this season, and you should too. So there you have it for underrated fantasy assets at the running back position. If you like what you're hearing, if you like what you heard, leave us a comment, give us a follow, join us at rosterwatch.com. Until next time, this has been the Trash Man. Be ready.